Welcome back to the channel. It's your boy Chef D, and I'm here to give you the winning ingredients for your Monday Night Football slate showdown between the New England Patriots and the Buffalo Bills. We've got an in-division matchup here. Very intriguing. We have Bill Belichick and his rookie quarterback against Josh Allen and the top-tier Bills defense. All right, which one will prevail? Before I break down that and get into another deep dive, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to the channel. Follow me on Instagram and Twitter at MessageSD, and I'll be back. And also, don't forget to sign up for the Patreon. Okay, Patreon is right here, $7.99 a month. You're getting daily DFS breakdowns. You're getting betting advice. I'm always there to help. Just contact me on Instagram, and I will help you with any of your questions. Now, let's get into this very intriguing, probably slow and sloppy, ugly game we got between two top-tier defenses in the Patriots and the Buffalo Bills. Let's key in on some of the major captain plays we can have for this week. The first one I'm going to start off with will be Josh Allen. All right. You know how Bill Belichick likes to take the number one weapon out from the offense? That's probably going to be Stephon Diggs. Him trying to stop Josh Allen is almost near impossible because not alone can he throw, he can also run the ball. And that's going to be the key to the Buffalo Bills in this game prevailing if they do. But it's going to be very essential that Josh Allen uses his legs. If we're looking at fantasy points allowed to running backs, you see New England struggles against the running game, and that's one of the bright spots to Josh Allen and this Buffalo Bills offense. We're looking at New England Patriots right here, 15th ranked, yes, but they're allowing 110 rushing yards and 5 yards a carry. That is absolutely horrible. They're not allowing a lot of touchdowns, but that type of yardage and yards per carry can lead to a very ugly game for them if, the Bills continue to do what they're usually capable of doing. So Josh Allen is a dual threat. Definitely should run the ball down their throats with not only their running backs, with him as well. He's a big X factor in this game. So I love Josh Allen as a captain spot guy. Stephon Diggs, we're going to fade, and Mac Jones. We know how Belichick takes away number one targets, so we're going to avoid this situation here. If you want to put him in there, fine. But I'm expecting some sort of a downgrade in his production, especially if you're going to pay up top dollar for him. He has to go off. Okay, Mac Jones is going to be in a troublesome spot going up against an elite defense as a rookie quarterback. I can see him struggling in this game, having a little bit of trouble. Similar defenses he struggled against was Tampa Bay, New Orleans. Miami has a good defense. The Chargers have a solid defense, and the Texans and the Chargers. So all those type of games, Carolina he struggled against. This can be something similar that we'll see. Maybe a couple turnovers coming from his way. So we're going to avoid these two guys, and that should free up some salary. The keys to victory for New England is going to have to be the running game. That's Damien Harris. That's going to be Ramondre Stevenson. They're going to need to run the ball and establish a win in the trenches for their offensive line to really stop the Buffalo Bills attacking defense. So Damien Harris should be a solid play at captain or in the flex. Definitely someone to look at if they're going to prevail in this game. I'll put him in there. He's a solid option. Another extension of the running game for the Buffalo Bills will be Cole Beasley and Dawson Knox. These guys, with the focus on Stephon Diggs, these guys have been excelling in short yardage scenarios. Back-to-back great games from Cole Beasley with 5 targets, 5 receptions, and 4 receptions. Very, very efficient. He's someone to put in there. And then next would be Dawson Knox. Dawson Knox had a huge game on Thanksgiving at 5,400. He came through with 2 touchdowns on 3 receptions against the Saints. He could do something similar to that against the Patriots. Like I said, Bill Belichick can't stop everybody. Okay, he cannot. And there's a lot of weapons that the Buffalo Bills have at their disposal. Okay, if I'm choosing another one of the Patriots guys, Jacoby Myers can be a decent tier 2 option. He's going to be roaming in the slot area, avoiding Tre'Davious White in their elite corner. So he has to take advantage of the slot corner on the Buffalo Bills side. I think he can prevail in that. He's been very efficient As of late, some of the guys that have been going off has been Kendrick Bourne. He's been a solid pickup this year. He could be a flex play on the tier 3 side because he's going to see probably Tre'Davious White coverage. So that's going to be a little bit of question mark there. And we're already avoiding Mac Jones in this game. All right. And one more play that I like for the captain position will be the Bills defense. Okay. Defenses will be viable in this game. In division matchup, very ugly slugfest I see coming here. Ground and pound is going to be definitely heavy, and hopefully we can get some turnovers coming from the Mac Jones side of the ball. And the Buffalo Bills defense has been a very good attacking defense all year long. 11 points against the Saints, 12 against Miami, 17 against Kansas City, and 23 against Houston, and 22 against Miami. So big performances coming from this defense, and they're home. That's another bonus. So we're definitely going to put them in that tier 1 of our lineup builds for Monday Night Football. So this is going to be our tier 1 right here. Josh Allen, Damian Harris, Cole Beasley, Dawson Knox, Jacoby Myers, and the Bills defense. Let's go to the tier 2 and tier 3 guys that we're going to look at for this game. And we're going to start off with Matt Breida. Matt Breida at 6,600. He's been stepping up as of late. He's taken the role of Zach Moss, and he's the number 2 running back here that's been roaming in that red zone area. Singletary has been the in-between 20s guy, and in the red zone has been Matt Breida. So he's taking advantage of his last past 3 games with 3 touchdowns. That's been a bonus. So we can't forget about Matt Breida. We'll also throw in Singletary here because he's so cheap. He's going to get a decent amount of carries. The question is, will he get in the end zone? 15 carries last week. That was a positive. They really ran the ball on them. And I think they could do something similar to the Patriots because that's going to be their weakness. Singletary can have a breakout game finally. We'll see. So both of those guys will be options for this Monday's game. Emmanuel Sanders, all right, will be the number 2 wide receiver in this offense. He had 3 receptions, 3 receptions, 3 targets, and 28 yards against his former team in the New Orleans Saints. Now he's going up against Bill Belichick, who's going to be focusing on Stephon Diggs. And we can see Sanders getting some easier looks for him, okay? So definitely some we can probably look towards in that mid-range flex position. Let's see if we can find anyone else. We got Ramondre Stevenson. I told you, they're going to have to run a dual threat running back look with Damian Harris and Ramondre Stevenson. He's been very, very effective when Harris was out, and still he's getting a decent amount of touches while Harris is healthy. Last week, 9 touches, and the week before that, 12. But definitely well over 5 yards a carry. That's another positive from him. He's very, very explosive. I like him at his price at $5,600. Both kickers are going to be viable, especially the New England kicker. He averages 11 fantasy points a game. So look at this, 21 against Tennessee and 16 against Atlanta. If they're going up, not up and down the field, but just can't get in the end zone, he'll definitely be someone they can rely on. Let's clear out so I can fit in some more guys. There's a lot of flex guys, but then the question marks are you willing to put him in the captain position? And that's going to be very risky. I think these lineups for Monday are going to be really, really ugly. But there's definitely some role players that can have opportunity in this game. Hunter Henry, all right? They run a 2 tight end set for New England. Hunter Henry's been the more consistent out of the 2 between him and Jonnu Smith. So he'll get a couple looks. This is a bottom flex in play. You're hoping for an end zone touchdown from him. I already spoke to you about Nick Folk. Tyler Bass is going to be the kicker for Buffalo if they're struggling to put in touchdowns, which they usually don't, but this is going to be Bill Belichick's defense. So we can see maybe a few more field goal attempts from Tyler Bass, who's been absolute money this year and is averaging 9 fantasy points a game. That's going to be decent to put in right in the middle of your flex position. Jonnu Smith is the number 2 tight end, not getting as many looks as Hunter Henry, especially in that red zone area. He only has 1 TD this year. So this play is more of a coin flip, but someone you can look at. And then last but not least, we're going to look at Gabriel Davis, all right? This is the number 4 wide receiver for the Buffalo Bills, but he, from time to time, gets some big plays, okay, from from Josh Allen. He has a couple longs this year. Last week was 26 yards. The week before that was 20. And then against the Jets was a 49-yard catch. So if he could just get open one and get in the end zone, he'll definitely meet value at that $1,200 salary. And someone to fit in at the bottom end of the flex, because there's always going to be an ugly cheap guy, either a third or fourth wide receiver or a second or third tight end that can really break the backs of some of these lineups. And you don't see these late tight ends, these late touchdowns happening, and you really lose your place in the tournament because of these no-name guys. So you got to be aware of some of these people, okay? So that's what we're going to focus in on Monday. Let me know in that comment section down below if you have someone else that can be in the captain or someone else that could be in the flex that we should focus on. Comment down below, guys. All right. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to the channel. Follow me on Instagram and Twitter at MessageSD, and I'll be back with another video very soon. Peace out.